Hello everyone and welcome to HERORC. I'm Robert and today I have got the Blue Atlas out again, but today it has a different set of tires on it, and I just wanted to see how these tires perform on this vehicle with the shock setup. These tires came off of Big O, so it looks like, is that a, looks like there's a tire. Huh. I'll put it in my pocket and still lose it. Let me see if I can stick it in my pocket and find it after I go in the house. Okay. It's a beautiful day out. Nice and well, semi-sunny, cloudy, but nice little breeze, about 72 degrees. And here we go. Yeah, this is the best part of the year for me. Spring and fall are the best the two best times of the year for me is spring and fall. And these are tires are 2.2 5.0s, and they're on 2.2 Endure rims. And I was watching the video that I did during the day with this vehicle with the other tires on it, when that front tire on the passenger tire side wasn't spinning. I'm not sure what that was all about. After watching the video, I got to thinking maybe broken tire rod or something, and so I checked it out. But as you notice, the video after that video, it worked just fine. After I put those Ultimate Hauler wheels on it, worked just fine. So the only thing, and like I said, I checked the rods and everything worked fine. So the only thing I can think of is that the tire was not all the way on the hex nut. So here we go. So far so good. And this is going to be a little quick video because I'm going to actually go to one of my grandson's games. It's at 6 o'clock. It's a little bit after 4, I believe. So I'm going to make that game. Here we are. And these are Baja claws. Alright, we're going to back it up because I was running my mouth. Love the modulation. You just can't say enough about the Fusion. You hear them claws trying to grab. See now? It makes me want to go change the tires after this, but I won't have time. Put the Traxxas back on there just to see how they do in this type of climate. There we go. Okay. Took it a minute, but they grabbed. And I can also see some Overall tire cleaner on them too. That could be affecting the grip. And I still did not get around to spraying weed killer on this course. I think I'm going to do that just before I go to the game. Should have enough time. Alright, pretty good. Bedrock. We're going to leave Bedrock Road and go to Blackpot Hill. See how it does over Blackpot Hill with these tires. I'm going to start turning this puppy early. Tires are flexing pretty good. Got a scratch on my neck. Hope it's not a mosquito because I don't have any bug spray on. Hate mosquitoes. Who doesn't though, huh? Alright, she's straight up. See if those tires are grabbed. And I do have weights on these things. And speaking of the weights that I use, I can kind of understand why weights are put on the portals now. There you go. Instead of the tires. And that is because that little rod that comes out of the axle is pretty thin. So if you put too much weight on that, especially the front where you've got all the turning and maneuvering, you know, with the servo, that can cause a rod to break. And I think that's what happened to my Toyota LC80. Too much weight on it. You know, you put the weights on the rims, and then you put weighted bead locks, and then you got your tires. It all makes a difference. That's a lot of weight on on that little rod. So I'm probably going to go back and take the weights off of the LC80, and since it has interior, I'll probably put them inside the interior somewhere where it's out of frame, out of picture, out of sight, and see how it works. Alright, you see them tires really flexing there, so we want to get around that brick if we can, and it just slides right back to it. So we want to go back, and the servo came off again. Yeah. Alright. Uno momento. Okay, I hope I fixed the problem. It was a servo, and I just went on and put a shorter servo on it because I think that longer servo was getting caught in the axle some kind of way. But let's see what happens. Oh, those tires are flexing a little bit too much, I think. Let me get a different angle here. Well, no, we're going to back up. We're going to do the ascent and descent. I guess that's what it's all about when you're messing with a cheaper truck. If you're going to do some changes on it, you got to make major changes. And that defeats the whole point of having a cheaper truck. Well, unless you got it as cheap as I did. So I could probably put some new axles and stuff on it, and still get my money's worth. But uno momento. Alright, let's see how it does. Did good on the ascent. Let's see how it does on the descent. Nice flex in there. Shock's doing pretty good, but I did notice too that the shock on the driver's side is leaking also. So that's another issue I got to take care of. And, you know, Desert Lizard sends you a bunch of extra stuff, so I could probably put some of their stuff in it to seal it up, rings or whatever. Alright, drag brake kicked in. Wanted to tip over. And back tire's back on the ground, back planted. Servo's working okay. And we're gonna try this. This is a pretty tough maneuver right here. Never done this one before. You know, with the little space that I have, which, you know, that makes it challenging. It does. It makes it fun. You don't want it too hard, but you don't want it too easy either. Alright, that front tire is up. That back tire is in that little hole, little created line there, self-creating line. Fixing to see what the center of gravity is all about. This is where a fusion makes all the freaking difference. Now, if you're in a competition and you press for time, then this will suck. But right now, I am having a blast. Trying to maneuver this thing. See if I can do it without tipping it over. Yay, look at there. Even with the tow winch on the back, it's keeping a pretty good balance there. Alright, that front driver's side is starting to lift again. Okay. Tires like to slip. See if I can get that front end up a little higher. It's not turning very well to that side. And I did rush and put that servo on there. I might need to do a little bit of adjusting. I might be able to do it here from the transmitter, but I'm running out of time. I want to get to the game. They said my boy and my grandson and hit 10 home runs already. He's been knocking them out of the park. I guess all that playing and training is really paid off. Now his dad, my son, he was a slugger. He could knock him out of the park. Alright, let's get a different angle here. Let's see, I got to do some repairs there. That's where I got to put rods and stuff in the ground, so that and I guess it's okay too that they break away like that. That way you don't damage your vehicle that much, you know what I mean? You can just go back and restack the bricks, and no foul, no harm. I think that's the way that phrase goes. Yeah, I love this right here. This is really a really nice challenge. Now, so if I can get that driver's side tire to hook up over that rock up there, we'll have this one made. All right, come on, baby, grab. There we go. There we go. Nice. Now, if it'll just stay up there, and those big 5.0s shouldn't have any problem. Yep, getting across that crevice there. Nice. Very nice. But I do not like the way those tires flex, man. They flex a little bit too much, and they've got the regular foams in them, I believe. The original foams. They do a lot of flexing, but those are not the original wheels, because these tires came with the set of came as a set with some rims, tire rim set. Okay, looks like that little servo. And see, changing servos, that was just something I would do just because, you know. Because it was metal. That's why I did it. But yeah, this one here definitely needs a smaller, shorter servo horn. And I actually put an adapter on it. I'm gonna zoom in and see if you can see that little red spot right there. That's the adapter I put on the servo horn to make it longer in order to put those front shocks on there. And that was an idea I got watching YouTube, and it was from HERORC. I got that idea from him. You know, you watch, live, and learn in this case. All right, baby. I'm liking it. I don't know if I like it better than the performance with the Ultimate Hauler tires. I'll just have to go back and watch videos and compare. See, it doesn't turn much to the driver's side. Do a little side hill in here. Get over the shovel bridge. I like that flexing back there. That's nice. All right. Uno momento. All right, here we go. Up shovel bridge. All right, it's been a little slide in there, but it's grabbing. All right, very nice. Tires being a little taller, grabbed a little bit better. But those Baja claws, I don't know if they are knockoffs or if they are the real deal. But they're called Baja claws. And they come with a set, with the rim set. The rims I had on the axial capra, and I took them off, and now those rims are extra. They might become a combination again. I don't know yet. I'm just still trying to figure out the best match of tires and wheels for each vehicle. All right, let me get a different angle. Okay, we're gonna go over Pride Rock. Oh, that was the wrong line. We're gonna back that one up. We came in too far to the driver's or passenger side. Look at that fusion, that control, just amazing. And it's the original transmitter, working great with this thing. But like I said before, fusion pairs up pretty good with anything, just about, I think. Oh no, I'm hitting the wrong line again. See if I can save it. All right. I gotta hit this line just right there. I gotta hit Pride Rock just right. It'll slide off to one side. Okay, there we go. Nice. Sweet. Awesome. Marvelous. All right, let's get it in position to go under shovel bridge, and we're gonna call this quits for now. It was nice to get a crawl in. Uno momento. All right, baby, come on through. Watching it, trying to see if I was getting some articulation with the front shocks. Really not that impressed with these tires. Trying to see if I'm getting some articulation out of them. I'm going to yeah, getting a little bit there. They're flexing a little bit there. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Will he drop back down? Yeah, okay. Yeah, their shocks are pretty nice. Yeah, and I do think I've got another set in there. Alright, I'm gonna get out here and get this part, get out here and spray a little weed killer, and get ready and head on over to this game. It's a nice day, probably go drop top. Let my ball head blow in the wind. All right. Yeah, you want to crawl up the wall in here, but out there wasn't gripping very well. But overall, pretty decent run. Really can't complain. really, other than the servo coming off. And I think I got that fixed. Got a final fix on that. See if I can get it back in here where I had it. They have to drive up over the curb there a little bit. All right, folks, there you have it. Pretty decent run. Had to put a short servo on it, which it seems like it's working fine. I'm not sure. I'm undecided what I'm going to do with it. If I'm going to leave it like that or put the ultimate hauler tires back on it. We'll see. But folks, like I always say, much more to come. And take care of yourselves.